Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Vic. This is the place where you find new talent, upcoming stars here all the time, live on the show. Well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Desert Fiends. We talking Desert Fiends tonight, folks. Congratulations to the crew and cast. Big shout out to and congratulations to Chauncey Phillips. Producer Nicole Vegas. I seen some of the posts and some of the live videos. I was jealous that I couldn't make it, but it seemed like everyone had fun. Just want to really congratulate really Sean and Nicole for doing an amazing job and sticking through this project all the way till the end. It's not an easy task to do. So congratulations. What's up, Nando? Big shout out to the UK, the building. What's up? Big shout out to YouTube watching, Facebook, and everybody around the world that tunes in to watch the Don Vic show. Y'all know the vibes. We here. So, big shout out to TK, T-Pain also was out there at the event. Julie Ryder also was out there at the event. Spoke to her briefly. She said the movie was great. So I'm going to bring her on the show. We're going to talk to her to see exactly what her experience was there at the red carpet. Folks, that's what it's all about. It's about getting together, creating a project, meeting up, doing a great premiere, and everybody enjoying themselves at the premiere. So I'm excited. I'm sad that I couldn't make it because I got some things going on here, in Boston. So which stopped me from doing a lot of things. But hopefully I can get back on track and go back to doing what I love to do, is travel and go to these events and support and also be part of certain projects. I am excited. I did text Nicole. I know she's probably beat. I mean, she has her own energy. I mean, this woman has energy off the roof. But I know she was beat last night, trying to entertain everybody, trying to, get everybody in place and do everything that she does best. So I know she was pretty beat, and I know Kevin, her husband, did a lot of work too. So big shout out to Kev for everything that he's done for Desert Fiends. He's an amazing guy. I know you guys don't really see much of him or hear much of Kevin because Kevin does a lot of things behind the scene. But I like to, let you guys know that he is a big part of a lot of the things that goes on with Nicole. And he needs, to be recognized for what he does. So big shout out to my man Kev. Big shout out to little Kev, and everybody in the crew. You know what I mean? Ooh, boy. What's up, Lisa? How you doing, Lisa Marie in the building? What's up? Sabrina Oxford, what's up, mama? Blessings to you and happy holidays to everyone tuning in and everyone watching. Y'all know the vibes. Banshee, what's up, Banshee? Okay, sending love to Banshee. It's great, that Give me 1 second. That they had this great red carpet last night. So a lot of things happened last night, you know. Um, so even like the red carpet happened last night. Today, Saturday will be um X Rumble in Philadelphia with my brother Hazel Roche will be fighting tonight. So I gotta contact him some way, somehow, maybe tomorrow, see how the fight went because I couldn't make it, and see what happened, see if he won the fight last night or what happened today. It's happening today. Also today, big comedy coming out with David Chappelle. I believe he's coming out tonight to Boston with my girl Lady Boston. She runs the Comedy Spot. She did ask me to come out today, but unfortunately, you know, I got some things that I need to take care of, like I said. But you know, so big shout out to Lady Boston. She's a comedian. She's a good friend of mine. Um, so once I get everything situated, then I'll start coming out to her to her comedy shows, which is here in Boston. She's amazing. She's bringing so many amazing comedians to her show. So I want to definitely come out and support her. Um, you know, because that's what we do here in the show. And you know, so it's a great things happening. Big shout out to my other brother comedian, Mike on the mic, Mike Ross. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Tia Williams, also Big Mama Badass, and my other girl, Takia Gladden, also a comedian out of Jersey. You know, everybody's working. You know, everybody's working, which makes me happy because no one's slacking. You know, a big shout out to the paranormal world as well. A lot of you guys are going out there putting in that um that work, you know, to bring the unknown to the non-believers. Okay. Facts. So as you guys know, whew, I'll be going to an investigation um on the 4th of January with my good friend Susan Victoria, which is a paranormal investigator, and she's also a medium. She booked a place for us to go. It's like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours for me, um, to go and investigate this location. So I'm excited to come out and investigate for the first time and actually meet Susan for the first time. She's excited to meet me in person as well. I told her no autographs. No autographs, no autographs, no autographs. Okay. But so, you know, that's gonna be an amazing thing for me to come out there and investigate with her. I'm good, Nathan. How are you, brother? I'm good. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for logging in. Appreciate the love. Um, you know, so going out to a paranormal investigation and let's see what happens. Okay, tie your boots. Okay, tie your boots because we don't know what's gonna happen when I walk through them doors. Okay, so Susan says she's leading the investigation. I said, "Oh, I know you are." She said, "I got the camera, so I have to be first." I said, "You was gonna be first anyway." Like it or not, you was gonna be first, okay? Because I'm gonna be the last subject in that line, okay? So you know, so big shout out to Susan, and I believe she's bringing one of her friends. I'm not sure who her friend is, but you know, I'll get to meet her when we meet up. So I'm excited, folks. You know what I'm saying? Again, folks, anyone that's throwing any gig and want me to come out, you know, and host your show or host your event, reach out to me. Okay, I can make that happen for you. All right, just to make sure you give me, you know, some time um to get things together and be able to come out for your event. But yeah, you can book me if you want me to come out and host one of your shows. Let me know. You can book me. Okay. Anyway, so shows, movies, comedy, it's popping right now. Everyone is working, like I said, and I'm very proud of everyone, that's putting out there. Also, in March, I'm supposed to be in Buffalo, also hosting a rap show for Big Papa. Um, um, so let's see what happens with that. So big shout out to him and his crew. And big shout out to Luciano James Catapato James, also a great guy. Shannon Lemire, Mr. Shamdul from India, which is a director. Big shout out to Denise, also Pounds, great writer. Big shout out to her. Big shout out to my son Stacks, my family, Mercedes, my nieces, my nephews. You know the vibes. So New Year's is around the corner. It seems like yesterday because this year flew by so fast. I couldn't even catch up. Okay, um, and Christmas. I really don't celebrate holidays. I really don't. Um, After a certain time in your life, you start growing out of those things. Um, so what I kind of do is like those type of holidays. I just go have dinner or something like that. But I don't celebrate those holidays, especially after I know the history of each of those holidays. I don't celebrate them. Um, so so yeah, folks, it's a new year. I don't know what you guys are having for New Year's. What's your New Year resolution, or what you guys are hoping to accomplish on 2025? But I always say, whatever it is that you have in mind to accomplish on 2025, put your best foot forward, and eliminate any negativity that's around you and leave it in 2024. Okay. Start fresh 2025. Um, put some boundaries and move forward, man, because I want to see all of you guys shine. I really do. I want to see 2025, everybody being busy, everybody doing something different, everybody coming up with ideas and doing investigations and new films and bringing new people to their comedy shows, to their podcast. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this new year something different, or at least try, right? You have to work tonight? Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be working a second shift too, Lisa. I don't like second shift. I like to get up in the morning and get it over with by like two or three. But second shift ain't too bad. 8, 9 o'clock at night. I don't really do anything anyway during the week, so I don't mind it. You know. So yeah, you know. Keep sweeping. What are you doing over there? He's watching the boxing now. Okay. His name is the Latin lover Hazel Roche. Banshee, the Latin lover Hazel Roche, among other fighters. I just don't know who's fighting tonight. Usually Ryan Delton be fighting, young CEO, Franklin Picard, which is another champion there at X Rumble, which is used to be celebrity boxing. So they I don't know which of them. I know Hazel's fighting tonight for a fact. That's it. Keep rising up. That's it, Sabrina. That's all we can do is keep rising. Um, you know, any in every way you can. Even if it's a little bit, even if it's that much, as long as you moved up, then you're rolling. The thing is that you don't want to be stuck there. Like you were, if you were stuck this year, you don't want to be stuck for 2025. You got to find a way to move up, um, even if it's a little bit. The drones. Hmm. What's up, Rubio? My man Rubio from big shout out to Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. Big shout out to Providence, Rhode Island. Shout out to my man Rubio, his family, his kids. Love them kids to left, man. Love them to death. They're great, great people. What do I think about drones? Well, I think drones are never mind their business. Drones, you know, I can see why they would have some drones, right? But I don't think that we need them. I mean, why do we need an extra eye in the air? What are we watching? What we already know. Big brother's watching us through camera, probably watching me now through our cell phones. What other surveillance do you need to watch Americans? Facts. Unless you're shooting a movie, then I can see you having a drone, right? Um, but as far as military with drones, like I really don't see why they should even be having them in the air, unless we being attacked by someone else, and these drones can go out there and do their job without no one getting hurt, then I can see that. But if you got drones in the air to be spying on American people, then I'm not for that. They can shoot them down all they want, or they can drop off the sky all they want. Okay, I think people should have their privacy, and I don't see why, these people want to know what the hell we're doing. Okay, it's none of their business what we're doing. What they should be worrying about is lowering those taxes, lowering the gas, the food, putting back everything back to place is what they need to be doing instead of playing with toys. Let's get to the facts, right? Let's get humanity back to where we once were. You know, because things are falling apart. We starting to look like the third world country. They talk about China, they talk about these countries, but you go to China, China's 10 times ahead of us. They're like 2020, they're like 2040, in Japan, they upgraded. I mean, like, woo, you go there, you're gonna lose your mind, and we call them third world countries. No, we the third world country. Everything here is backed up, man. The trains over there are futuristic. And China, man, they don't people are so far ahead of us. It's a shame. And then we call America the best country in the world. I don't think so. I am going to love what, David? Everything good, Rubio. Things could be better, right? I'm not even going to sit here and lie, sugarcoat anything. Things could be better. I'm not 100%, right? Um, but I'm working on it. I'm working on being 100%. Things a little shaky over here on this side, financially and stuff like that, because it's like the more you make, the more they take, and you know, um, we got so many people in this country that now when you go look for work, they don't even want to give you work because you're too expensive to hire. So they rather hire someone else that would do your job for less money. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of people in this country that are willing to do that, to do my job for less of money. So why should they hire me when they can give it to someone else that can do it for less of money? So it's a problem here right now in Massachusetts, all over the place, really, where if you decide to move from one job to another job, um, you have to already have it in place. You know, you can't leave a job and then think, say, okay, I'm gonna leave this job, I'll go find another job. No, you can't do that. Because I was looking for work for like 2 months. I finally found one for 2 months. You believe that? 2 months with my profession as a engineer and truck driver, and there's truck positions everywhere. And then another thing is they want you to go online and fill out applications, when before you used to go in, they give you a piece of paper, you fill it out, you give it to them right there in person, they can fill you out, and if the manager's there, they'll give you the interview right then and there. Now you got to do everything online, which is fine, because a lot of people are lazy, right? They don't like to move out of their houses, they want to do everything online. But like a lot of these applications that I was going into would only take me to a certain spot of the application, and then the application would take me to another part, and I had to start all over again and find the location where I last. It was a big mess, and another thing, like, a lot of the jobs that I was being offered were jobs over the road. I don't do over the road jobs. Like, I don't drive across countries, knowing what I know, right? Knowing what I know, I don't drive across the country. Some people can, some people can, but it's not for everybody. We got these sundown towns, right? Because we're gonna keep it 100. We got these sundown towns where people like that look like me, people that are a little darker than me or darker, cannot go to to these places because you have problem. And a good example was that guy from Chicago that went down to North Carolina to make that stop, and then the other one that was somewhere in Florida, they ended up getting hung. They killed them, and all they were doing was bringing merchandise from Chicago down to North Carolina, and I don't know, it's a big mess. So, these places do exist. And I'm the type of guy that I know how I am. So I don't want to get caught up in one of those towns and somebody say something to me that moves me the wrong way, and then things get out of hand and I end up missing. You feel me? So to avoid that altercation, I might as well not take the job. So right now there's a lot of truck companies looking for CDL drivers to take these jobs, and they offer you a lot of money. I mean, even like sign on bonus, $5,000 to sign on, you know. But my life is worth more than $5,000, I tell you, you know. And I got a beautiful family that I want to come home to, my son and my sister and my nephews, my nieces, I got a beautiful family, and I don't want to lose that over no job, or people just being silly because I don't look like them, or they just don't like the way I look, or the way I talk, or the way I dress. You know what I mean? Like the stupidity. Will that be live? The investigation, Lisa. I think the investigation. I know I'm gonna go live, but she did say that some of the spots, Lisa, in this place we're going to investigate, some spots don't have the Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi doesn't work very well. But I'm gonna try to do the best I can to bring it live. So is Susan. She's gonna try to bring it live as much as she can. Um, I just hope that the parts that don't have the Wi-Fi are the parts where if I need to run to, those are the parts that I'm gonna run to, so you guys don't see me running. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I memorize those spots with no Wi-Fi. So if I need to run or go scream, I know where to go to. So Susan won't catch me on camera. Uh, you know, then see those drones. And it fell right in the middle of the street of the highway. That's how good our technology is. They just drop from the sky, and we're supposed to be the best country in the world. Okay, but we got stuff falling from the sky, drones at that. Um, I really don't know much about it because I haven't researched that case. Um, but I did see it online. I did see it fall. It was in the middle of the highway. It was a big drone. What was it doing in the air? All I can think of is being nosy. Um, but what they had it for, I don't know. What was their intentions of having that? What were they looking for, or spying on? But yeah, it was in Jersey. No, Lisa. Lisa, the only thing I'm gonna lead is the way to the door. Okay, that's the only thing I'm gonna lead is the way to the door. Oh, that's all I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I want to shout out because she told me that her daughter watches my show, and that that just touched my heart. I want to send a big shout out to little Julie Ryder's daughter. Um, if you're watching, big shout out to you. I love you. You're an amazing young lady. And whenever I see you, I will give you my autograph. Okay. You will be the only lady with the Don Vic Show signature. Okay. Your hoodie, your backpack. I thank you for watching my show, and I thank you for loving my show. Okay. So big shout out to little Julie, wherever you are. UAP. Um, I don't know what UAP stands for. Your ass punk. I don't know what it stands for. But if you can write it out, then we'll figure it out, Banshee. Travel, food, and loading cars. Sabrina, yeah. You know, actually, it's funny you say that because the job that I actually applied for is loading, and transporting seafood to the airports, where I have to first get clearance to be able to go into the airport. So I'm gonna have to wear like a badge to be able to get into the airport with the planes fly to bring in the product. Um, so I'm gonna feel like a FBI for a few minutes when I walk up in a truck and I show my badge. CIF. I'm good to go. Let them in. So yeah, the food cost is unbelievable nowadays, and you know we was talking about this last night on Reggie's and Craig's show last night with um with Anthony from the Wrath about what's going on in our country today with food prices and gas and the cost of living, you know, uh versus our pay. Everything going up except your pay. And I don't think it's fair for people to have to work two or three jobs just to pay your rent. Rent, okay? You heard me right. Rent. I'm not talking about your light bill, your gas bill, your food, your phone, your clothes, your gas, you know, which is 6 other bills. You know, um, it's insane. And I was watching another thing online where in California there were people that were making $35 an hour, which is pretty all right for someone that that's making that type of money, 35 an hour. And then there was another one that was making almost 40 an hour. And they had kids and they had to leave their apartments to live in their car. Listen, it blew my mind. 2 ladies making decent money and they live in their cars. And I felt bad because one of them had like a little, them little vans. Man, she had her clothes there. Her daughter was sleeping in the back. She had to pull back her seat to sleep in the back. I mean, in the front. The other lady, the same thing, and she had like pots there. Man, it was so sad. And they had jobs. So they were going from their car to their jobs just to have make money to keep their car warm, put gas in their car, and have food to eat. Now, I don't know what this country has gone to because from what I see, everyone that's coming across that border is living better than the American people. Okay, they are. I've seen in New York, they gave 3 blocks of buildings, which were hotels, kicked everybody that was in there, even the homeless, they kicked them out to put these people in there. They get $10,000 in a credit card. They got no taxes and they got insurance and all that. They got cars. They're living good. When are we going to stand up? Because we do a lot of talking. We American people do a lot of good talking, but no action. And maybe that's the problem. People are afraid to lose the little that they got, but you got to remember what you got, you don't even own it. Right? And you got to remember when you die, you ain't taking none of what you got. So why not fight for something that you believe in while you're alive? And I say this because, if I was to see it happening, I'll be in the crew, but I can't do this by myself. We gave these people so much power, so much money with our taxes, knowing that they it's fraudulent what they're doing to us. And we okay with it because we got a place to stay. They give us taxes at the end of the year. Listen, I'm not for that. Ain't nothing in this country free. Your house you think you own, you don't own your house. If you finish paying your house and you still have to pay the government for mortgage or taxes on that house, then it's not yours. Okay? If you got to pay someone else money for what you got, then it's not yours. Bottom line. And we got to get that through our heads, man. These people have brainwashed us so much that we truly believe what they say. And when then people come out to tell us the truth, we want to sit there and question it. Like the guy for Empire, I forgot what his name was. The guy from Empire, I'm pretty sure you guys know. He had a good point. He said, how can 1 + 1 be 1 times 1 be part of the multiplication part of math when when times is multiplying. So if 2 times 2 equals 4, right? That's multiplying. How can 1 times 1 be 1? That don't make no sense. It don't. That shouldn't even be on the multiplication board. You know, it just don't make sense. It really don't. So, there's a lot of things that we accept because either we don't want to be bothered or we just say, you know what? It is what it is. It's not affecting me. Yeah, it is actually affecting you. You just don't know it. It's affecting you. You either don't know it or you're putting it to the side, acting like you don't know it. Because right now, everyone is being affected, with what our country is doing, and we letting it happen. We, the people, are letting it happen, including myself, letting it happen because I can't fight these people on my own. We already gave them too much power for us to go there and fight a one-on-one. This has to be global for us to fight back. Get the hillbillies to come down with all the guns. Unite. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, all cultures to come together, okay, to fight. And it's going to be the time. It's going to be a time when we are. Okay, so you got to be prepared. This is why they moving slowly in the way they do. Okay, but they putting everything in our faces to let us know it's coming. Okay, so you either get smart, be smart, or you're going to be left behind. All right. And for us men, brothers, I love you guys. We're going to have to strap up our boots and get ready for what's coming. And some of you women too, because women going to have to fight too. Okay. It's going to be everybody, family members, kids, everybody strap up. Okay. Because if you notice, all we doing is going down, 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 down. Every year, they making it more difficult for us to live. Okay. And on top of that, making it harder for us to live, the food that we eat is also not good, poison. They got all these chemicals in there, and they know that. So why is the FDA accepting these foods to come into society, into our communities, knowing that these foods have these type of chemicals? So they're part of the gang. They're part of that gang too. Hospitals, they give you these pills to make you feel better for just a while. But listen, it's all those people are one team. It's them against us. You either like it or not, believe it or not, it's the way it is. And if you don't see it, then you still stuck on stupid. Okay, it doesn't take a genius to see what's going on. It doesn't take a genius to find out what's going on, my guys. And people be like, "Oh, you can't talk and say things like that." Listen, I don't care. I'm about my people. I'm going to say what I know and what I feel and what I see. I'm going to speak the facts because if nobody else wants to say it, then I'm going to say it. That's why they go after all these other entrepreneurs that come online and they speak facts about what's going on. Then they want to get rid of them. I don't care. I'm for the people, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have an idea? Okay, we can talk business. Oh, yes. Wait, Lisa. That is not auctioning me. That is pimping me. That's a difference. Okay, I'm glad you went the professional way and use auction when you meant pimp me out to the women. You ain't right, Lisa. Oh boy, Lisa, you ain't right. Folks, do not listen to what Lisa just said, okay? You know, she's not in her right state of mind right now. She's still sweeping, mopping. She's out of focus right now, okay? She didn't mean what she just said. You can book me for a show if you need me for a show. You want me to open up a show, you want me to host a show for you, you can book me. But what Lisa's talking about, pimping me, is out of order. What's up, sis? Love you to death, my sister Mercedes Nunez. Whoever don't know who she is, that's my beautiful sister. Love her to death. She's amazing. And that's all I got. You know, besides my kids and my nephews, that's the only thing I got left in the world is my baby sister. You know, and I love her to death. I know we've been through a lot up and downs, and in our lives, and we've been through a lot in life, but we still stick together. You know, I know I may not agree with some of the things she says. She might not agree with some of the things I say or do. But at the end of the day, we blood, and we stick together no matter what. And I just want to say I love you. I love you, and I always will. And stop eating my hamburgers. Stop eating my hamburgers, girl. My sister cooked me a hamburger. I said, hold on, I'm going to the bathroom. When I come back, I got a half a burger. She's sitting there going like this. I didn't eat it. Oh boy, my sister ain't nothing nice, I tell you. Susan, Victoria, what's up? So I was just talking about us going out on the 4th, and I was telling the people that you couldn't get the place any closer, almost 2 hours away. Jesus Christ, I'm going to Connecticut. She's taking me to Connecticut. So if I have to run, I got almost like 4 hours of running back to Boston. Okay. She made sure she took me far, far away. So if I run, I can't get home quick. Okay. Oh, Susan, you're nothing nice. But I'll tell you, it's gonna be a hell of a day because Susan is leading the team. Yes, she is. And I'm glad she is. She'll be having her equipment. Yes, she will. Um, you know, and she'll be recording. Okay, I'll be recording, but I'll be in the back of the line. I let Susan and her friend go first. Okay, if I see anything shaky, if I see Susan voice change to something that she don't supposed to be sounding like, all you're gonna see is smoke. I'm telling you, all you're gonna see is smoke and things dropping. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Thank you, Susan. I love you so much. Thanks. You're amazing. Hi, sis. You say hi to me like 3 times now. You say hi again, and I'm gonna block you. Or she's like my sister stuck on hi, bro, hi, bro, hi. I saw you. Hello. I see you, sis. I love you. Hi. You work 11 p.m., 7 p.m. Oh, okay. So what are you telling me? You want to book me from 11 to 7? Lisa, what you saying, Mama? You want to book puppy for from 11 to 7? Mm? You want to get saucy? Lisa, you better watch the words you say. You might not come back from that, Mama. You heard? I'm trying to tell you, this Latin lover got too much sauce. Oh, Lisa. Ooh, boy, that was a good laugh. So, folks, Lisa wants to book me from 11 p.m. to 7 p.m. Oh, boy, Lisa, you something else. It's the way you word things, you know what I mean? Lisa, I love you to death. I'm telling you, sometimes you say things that blow my mind, girl. IG, what's up? My man 50's in the building. What up, what up, what up, what up? Oh my God. People, don't forget to share, because sharing is caring, folks. And this is the moment where you want to share, okay? Because I'm in a really good mood today. There's a lot of jokes being said. There's a whole lot of pimping going on from 11 to 7. OMG. Woo! That was a great. Thank you, Lisa. I needed that laugh. Oh, UFOs? Okay. Then why didn't you say UFOs, Banshee? You want to be all scientific? Yeah, UPA, and MSP, OPP, OPP. Did you say UFO? What is wrong with you guys? Why can't you guys just be simple and just word it out? You know, we talking in sign languages here, you know? OPP, APP. Oh boy, I don't know what to do with you two girls. Let me catch it. Asu. Okay, I'm good. IG says, look at China. They have thousands of drones. It's kind of normal not to see them. Yeah, but that's China. We talking about Hey, are you with Lisa and Banshee? You know, we know China got drones. They got drones even when they sleep. I mean, they got drones in their beds, you know. But thank you for reminding us, IG. That's why they can get them 50. They get 20 minutes here, IG. You feel me? I'll give them 5 more minutes. Oh, I'm telling you, they can be on the spotlight. Okay. We know we have drones here that fly all day, every day in our skies. We know that. We just don't see them because they fly them so high that we cannot see them. But they out there. Why they out there, we don't know. We can assume that they're watching us, which is that's one of the possibilities is that they're watching us. But what else are they doing with it? We just don't know. You know, what are they really watching? We don't know. But yeah, we got drones flying over us here in America all day, every day. Lisa, you won't have time to do anything. You got me from 11 p.m. to 7 p.m. So there won't be no spying from 11 to 7. Ah, Lisa, I love you to death. Oh my goodness, this is great. I am actually having fun today. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Banshee. NIG. I love you guys. Brr. Double A. Brr. Oh, ghost hunting. Yeah, David. It took you like 2 hours to respond to that, but I take it. I take it. Yeah, ghost hunting. Yeah, it's going to be my first time with Susan. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go out hunting. And experience this for the first time. And just kind of like I see, like I said last time on the show, just kind of want to know how connected I am and how spiritual I really am, and you know, and be able to connect with these people. What are you doing over there? No, Mama. Hold on, give me 1 second. 'Cause she's always doing stuff she ain't supposed to, and then you wonder why I keep you in my cage because you don't listen. My dog do not listen. She's like a hard headed. Then I put her in a cage, and then she wants to start crying for me to let her out. Now she's locked in. Woo! I think that's where me and Lisa's going to be locked in a cage from 11 to 7. Oh boy, you're yes, sir. You know it. You know it. What's up, Sean Ellis? You dropped from the face of the earth. Oh, Sean, where you been? Where you been, my brother? Ooh, boy, missed you, man. Sean Ellis, an amazing guy, man. Great guy. Paranormal investigator as well. External Wolf Pack. Great guy. Yeah, a home is a place to basically sleep. You're right, Sabrina. Only if you can afford it. Only if you can afford it, because if you can't afford the place, you're basically sleeping outside. Okay. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier with those amazing women from LA that got those jobs and had to leave their apartments because they couldn't afford the rent. They couldn't afford the rent. And I'm saying these people are probably making $1,000 a month. I mean a week at $35 an hour after taxes. They're probably bringing home $1,050 a week, which is probably 4,000 something a month. And if you got 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom apartment, you're probably paying about 35 a month, close to 4,000. So how can a person live, you know, with 35 an hour? And it's not like if you go get another job, they won't take taxes out of that. You know, they'll take taxes out of that too. So if you got 2 jobs, they're taxing you twice. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this country is all messed up. You know what I mean? Um, and and who, you know, after a certain age, your body starts to get burnt out. You know, your body starts to get burnt out, man. So it's like you're killing yourself to work to pay a rent or a mortgage. Uh, either place you don't own. Either place. See, when you get a house, you just get a house because it's more convenient for you to live in. You got more space. You don't have a neighbor or upstairs or down. That's basically you're renting it's like renting an apartment, but just a house. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, it's like renting an apartment. Because the mortgage is almost as high as an apartment nowadays. You know, the only thing that you have privacy. You have your own garage. You can do what you want on the property. You know, and and you can get equity out of that, and do a little. You can do a little more. But even though you put equity into that house, you still don't own it. You fix it up for the banks to come and take from you if you miss a payment. Because after you pay the house that is paid for, it should be yours. And that's another thing. If you don't have an allodian title, you will never own your house. So for those that do own the house that is paid for, you want to switch over your home title to an allodian title. That way no one can take it from you. Trust me and believe it, or look it up. Okay, look it up. It's two different house paperwork. The bank don't tell you that. They don't tell you that because they don't want you to own it. They want to be able to, that if you miss a payment after you paid $500,000 or $1 million for your home, if you miss your payment on the property taxes, they're going to come and take your house. So tell me, how is that your home? If you call it your home that you paid for it, supposedly, if you miss a payment, they come and take your house. Or a couple of payments. They come and they put your house up. They freeze it. So we don't own anything here. Everything is borrowed. Even your life, because when you're born and you sign the birth certificate, your parents are signing you over to the government, which is fraud. That we should be able to fight that. Each one of us that has a birth certificate and a social security should be able to go to court and say, you know what, I no longer go by this name because that's a government name. You guys, that's why they do what they want with you, because when your parents signed you over to them, you're their property. So they feel that they can do whatever they want with you. That's why the cops treat you the way they do. The government treats you the way they do, because a lot of us ain't educated on what a birth certificate really is. You got to do the research and find out what a birth certificate really is, and a social security number. You look behind your social security number, there's a number behind it. You follow that number, it's going to take you to an account with thousands and millions of dollars. Which they selling you in the market. They're selling you in the market because you're a slave. That's birth certificate is another replacement of you as a person in paper. Okay, and trust me, your birth certificate is running and they're making money off of you. Man, this government is so screwed up. What's up, Jamie? What's good besides me? You, Jamie? Hey. What's good besides me? You. What's happening? What's the vibes? What want to wish you guys a happy Christmases too, Jamie Lynn. Okay. Yeah. And that's like, I don't know what part of the state you live in, and some parts are cheaper than others, but it's harder to make the money. If you find a place, a town or state that the rent is cheap, is because the pay is low. You're probably making 15 an hour, 16 an hour. So they try to make it where you're only making enough to pay your rent and eat. That's it. But $13.50 for a 2-bedroom is awesome. $13.50 out here where I live at in Boston would probably get you a studio, not even a 1-bedroom apartment. It will get you like a studio. 1-bedroom apartment out here will probably cost you $1,800 or $2,000, depending on the luxury of the apartment. A 2-bedroom apartment here will cost you $2,300 to $3,000, depending on where you go. A 3-bedroom apartment will cost you anywhere from $3,500 to $4,500. Okay, and I live off. I used to live in the city, but I live off the offskirts of Boston because I couldn't afford the rent because it was, and I made good money because it was just getting crazy. And like you said, every year they wanted to raise the rent, which is another problem. Rent control. See, a couple of years ago, we had that. We had rent control where um, the landlord couldn't raise the rent, right? But that's because they also wasn't raising their mortgage either. But this government so got so much greed and money hungry, like they don't already got enough money. They want to see us the way we are now, right? So you're not doing too bad for a two-bedroom apartment. I'm letting you know that right now. But then again, it all depends where you live. If you live in like a country or you live in out of the outskirts of the city and the city's far away, then that I can see that being a problem. But if you're working in the city and you're living in a suburb where you're making where the rent is 13.50 for two-bedroom, then you're not too bad. You know, I mean, if you're making good money in the city and you got a good job, then that's okay. But if you don't have a good job, then I can see that being a problem. You support Tiny Homes Nation. Not sure what Tiny Homes Nation is, Sabrina. Um, are those homes for midgets or little people? Or like, what is it? Marky, Mark Lee. I was going to say Marky Mark. Mark Lee, what's up, baby boy? Mark Lee, man. Nice to see you. I ain't seen you in a long time, man. You becoming a superstar, man. You becoming a superstar, a rock star. And I'm happy for you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm very proud of you. You left the paranormal. You got into this, rock and roll with your team, and I see you doing great. I see you going places. I see people booking you. So keep doing what you're doing. Very proud of you. You, my brother, love you always because you always kept it 100 with me. Because you're multiplying it times itself. What does that mean, Mark? Please explain. Yeah, facts. I mean, it now it doesn't even matter where you live. you know, everything's getting high. Everything's getting high. I think the best thing a lot of us are going to end up doing, which I already seen on social media, a guy that lived that was working on Wall Street or somewhere. He had like an office job, right? Because he was dressed sharp. And the guys asked him, "Well, where you work?" He said, "I work in the office." He said, "Where you live?" He said, "I live here." And he was by the woods, and he had a tent. And the guy said, "But if you working for an office, you must be making good money." He says, "Yeah, I do make good money, but I can't afford my rent. I can't afford the car. I can't afford food. I can't afford this." So he said, I had to take something out of my life to be able to live. And that was his place of living because it was the most expensive things that he had to pay for. You know, it's becoming really, really frustrating for a lot of us, right? And we the people need to find a solution. Now, you go live in the woods, they're gonna government's gonna go in the woods and say, "Well, you can't live here because this is government property. You can't live in the woods." So where the hell you want me to live? In front of your house? You want me to go put a tent in front of the Washington D.C. and sleep in front of your Washington D.C. till you guys find me a place to live? Like, we got to live some way somehow. And if you guys are not making it affordable for us to live, eat, and drink, and putting all this chemical stuff in our food, so that we start getting sick and dying, then we're gonna have to do what we got to do. And I think that's gonna cause a civil war right there. You know, when people get pushed to the corner where they see that they can't do nothing else, then they're gonna want to fight. And by that time it's gonna be too damn late. Okay? Because you gotta think, they got all these robots that they building. What do you think they building those robots for? What do you think those robots are the thousands and hundreds of thousands? Because if things ever get crazy out here, we get a civil war, they're not sending their troops. They sending those robots. You feel? It's all a plan, folks. And now I'm saying this because I need y'all to wake up. They putting everything in our faces to see. And if you're not smart enough to add 1 + 1, which equals 2, then you're gonna be left behind. I'm sorry to say, you'll be one of the dead ones. True facts. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. And things are expensive, and we need to find a solution. We put Trump into office. Let's see what he's going to do. And I get it. He's one man. There's other things that he got to fix that Sleepy Joe done screwed up with Obama has screwed up. He got to fix that. Plus, he got to go through other chains of command to do what he wants to do. And sometimes it's out of his hands because there are people that are more powerful than Trump. The people running this country is not the president. It's the people above the president that nobody knows who they are. Nobody sees them. Those are the elites, the Masons, the Rockefellers. Those people. Nobody sees them. Them are the ones running stuff. Presidents are there just for a face, just for us to have someone to blame and criticize. But the real powerful person pulling the strings are above Trump. Lily, what's up, mama? How you doing? Happy holidays, my beautiful queen. You're looking beautiful and beautiful every time I log into your page. Lily is a model. For those of y'all that don't know, she is a model, beautiful woman. She's about 6'1", beautiful black hair. She is a beautiful woman. Not sure if she's still single. I'm just saying. I don't know if she's still single. You know what I mean? But she's amazing. She has some great photos on her page. You guys can check her out. Okay, that's what's up. I'm not too far away from you, mama. No, trust me, I'm not. I'm just a call away. Oh, Lily, I love you. Yeah, I get it, Lily. And it's hard, right? It's hard for me, right? I'm gonna say because I keep it 100. I'm a male. I'm single. I don't depend on nobody. No girl. I have here to help me out when I'm down and out to kind of help balance things. I'm on my own. So, these 2 months that I've been looking for work, it's been hard for me. Luckily, I know how to save money that kept me above the water. But say I didn't have that money, where would I be right now? Where will all my stuff go? You know, I can't go to my sister's house. I don't have no one to go to. You feel what I'm saying? And when things get tough, man, for a woman, like my friend here, Lily, she's single. Well, I don't know if she's single now, but she was a while ago with her kid, paying rent, trying to follow her career as a model, and working and trying to make bills. I can see how hard it is. And not to get into her pockets or nothing like that, but if she's paying, I don't know, $2,500 of rent, an example, she's making $30 an hour. she's struggling, you know, and she's by herself. She's struggling, she because I be struggling sometimes, and I make real good money, you know, and so it's to the point where you either have to get two jobs or you're kind of obligated to find someone to come stay with you to help you pay your bills. And I get it, some people are okay with that, but some people are private. Some people like to walk around in their boxers or their bras or their panties or their poom poom shorts in their house, or their nightgowns or whatever they be. Like, I like to walk in my boxes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in my tank top in my crib. How can I have somebody else living in my house when I'm walking around like that? It's not. So it's really getting to the point where, you know, people are really, really struggling, and I see a lot of people that walk around and smile like things are good, man. Things are not good. People, you're not gonna fool me with smiling in my face and telling me you're good. I know you're not good. And if you're good a little bit. You know, I know you're struggling in some way, somehow, in certain areas, because I am. A lot of people that I know, I am people that I know that got money still struggling. They're a little struggling. They got to do other things now to make other ends meet because the cost of living. So, I can see a single mother working a job, working two jobs, got to come home, take care of the kids. If they don't have a father figure in the house or a father figure helping out with the bills, it's hard. So going back to what I was saying earlier, those two women they're living in LA, they had great jobs making 35 and 40 an hour, were living in their cars with their daughters. Like, how? And then we got all this housing. See, and nobody cares to go say, hey, you need a place to stay, you got a kid, you're working here, here's a house. And you're giving all these houses and apartments to foreigners that come out of this country. I'm not saying that they don't deserve anything, because I know a lot of them too are poor in their country that want to be a better life. I get that. And I'm all for helping people. But you got to start here first. We got veterans that are out there that are hungry and starving to fight for this country and get bullshit money. Okay? Because the only time they take care of those veterans is when you're active in military. That's when you got everything and you good. But once you're deployed back home, you're just a civilian. You go back to nothing. They give you a bum check every year, every month, that you can't hardly survive. You can't even pay your rent with it. So what's the whole purpose of going to join the service when they treating you like that? Nah, I don't want to go fight. Are you bugging me? Send your kid. Won't you go send your son to the front lines? Okay, go send your daughter to the front lines. Won't you go to the front lines instead of sending people, giving people order? You go. All right, because you got all our kids fighting a war, your war. They start the war, then they want our kids to go fight the war. All right, and then we got to sit here crying when they give us that call. Oh, your kid has been, deceased here in the war, and then they want to come here and give you a sheet with the American flag on it, a sheet, and say, I'm sorry for your loss. No, sorry for my loss. How about you put $10 million in my account for having my son killed in your war? Okay, because they're not the one fighting. They're the ones that start the shit, and then they want our kids to go fight it. Then they're gonna sit there and tell them, brainwash them and tell them different stuff while they're going to war, when the real reason is not being said. It's only talked about within the high ranks officers. Listen, we ain't dumb. Okay, people are not dumb, And I get a lot of you guys say, "Oh, I want to send my son to the service so he can get a better life." There's no such thing as a better life in the service. You sending your son for two things: either get killed and never come home, or come home over there not being the same. If he's lucky, he come home being the same. Don't have to be deployed again, or he comes home and be in a vegetable or something, or missing link. So if those are the chances you want to take with your kid, sending them to the service because you think the service is so high mighty, then you go on and you'll be the one at fault if anything happens to that kid because you let him. I wouldn't send none of my kids to no war. I don't care. No. Let them fight their own war. All right. And if you've seen a couple, I would say like last year, there was some kids, because there were kids posting up that they were giving back their suits, their their badges back to the military because they seen what was going. They knew it was bull crap. They were like, man, I'm out here. Here's my suit. Here's my rifle. I'm out. Those are the smart ones. Those are very smart kids. Okay. Terrence Howard, thank you. Yes, Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is, give me 1 second. Terrence Howard is an amazing guy, smart guy. And yeah, Terrence Howard, he's a super intelligent. You're right. And like I hold a lot of their stuff. I try to I try to keep it where. Listen.
You agree that this document represents you. Please sign it. Well, once you sign it, I own you because I own this. I own the paper. And you said that the paper represents you. So now I can do anything I want to the paper. I can't. I don't know what you're doing. I don't have any control over you, but I do have control over the paper. And that paper is the birth certificate and the social security card, which represents you. And so it's a government entity that they can control, and you signed and agreed to it. And that's why on your birth certificate, if you look on the bottom of your birth certificate where your parents signed it, where your mother or father signed it, it doesn't say parent, it says informant. So your parents were informing the corporation that we got a new TV set that just came in. We got a new Toyota that's just come, and now the corporation can make money off of it. Incidentally, see, the corporation owns your body, and it makes money off of you, and it's selling you and buying and selling you on the stock market. Well, if you come into this country, say from Mexico, illegally, the corporation called United States can put a lien on you. It's called a mechanic's lien. If you pay a painter to paint your house and you don't pay him, he can go down for a few bucks and put a lien on the property, which means that you can't do anything with your home until you pay him. He has a lien on the property. So,
okay, there you go. Just what I was saying. We are property of this government, and
document has your name, your address, and everything on it, which is you. Then they ask you, would you sign this agreeing that your body is represented by this thing I created? I'm the government, and I created a document, and it has the same name as you. So would you agree that this document represents you? Please sign it. Well, once you sign it, I own you because I own this. I own the paper. And you said that the paper represents you. So now I can do anything I want to the paper. I can't. I don't know what you're doing. I don't have any control over you, but I do have control over the paper. And that paper is the birth certificate and the social security card.
I do it so you guys can see how it works. That's how they working us. That's how you became property of the government. And if you ask me, that's fraud. Why I say it's fraud? Because they never told your parents, my parents, the parents before their parents, that what they were signing was a piece of paper with them giving you as a child to the governments for them to do what they want with your name. And if you see, it makes sense. Your name is a docket number. Okay. Anywhere you go to, they say, what's your social security number? They don't care about your name. They want to know what number you are. You are a number. Okay. That's how they file you. That's how they find you. That's how they locate you. Okay. Birth certificate kind of tells them the day that that number was actually activated when you was born. Okay. So I'm just trying to bring light to a lot of us, man, that don't know. Because a lot of us been lied to as kids, even in school. Everything I learned in school was all crap. Okay. Was all lies. And now that I'm older, I'm starting to educate myself all over again with no teacher. I'll tell you. Yes, Sabrina, of course. Of course, the Vatican own us. All the Vatican is the one that they own us. Well, supposedly, because you know, if ever I go to court and the judge calls me by my name, Victor Santiago, I'm gonna say, excuse me, Your Honor, I no longer go by that name. I am no longer U.S. property. I am now known by Don Joe. That's my name, Don Joe. I no longer go by that name. I don't have a social security number anymore. I do not go by the matrix. And whatever happens after that, it's on and popping. I'm gonna find a way to get my freedom back. I'm gonna try to get my way out of that fraudulent deal that they did with my parents and your parents after that. Because not just to me, they did it to all of us. They lied to all your parents on what your parents were signing. They did not tell them this birth certificate is you saying that you're going to give your kid over to our government. You have nothing to do with it. You think your parents would have signed it over? You think you would have had a birth certificate right now? You think you would have had a social security if your parents knew what they were signing? None of us will. I didn't even sign my kid's birth certificate, but my name is still on it. So who did it? Who put my name on the birth certificate? You see? It's all going to bleep now, LOL. Don't be deceived. Facts, Sabrina. I won't make money. Yeah, Lisa. I'm thinking about it. You know, I think I can get my PIMP on. Because don't you know heard about me? Can't get a dollar out of me. And the girl you can't see that I'm a PIMP. Pimpy's out of pocket. Why would it be out of pocket? Lily, oh man, lady, you just shot me down. Pimping me's out of pocket. Oh man. Lily, you and I gonna have a problem. Coe on. Woo! Oh, come on. Oh, go ahead. I'll meet you there at 11 p.m. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up in the Charger. Okay. I'm gonna pull up on the charger. Make sure the music is going. Make sure the girls got that. When I pull up, right? I'm gonna come up there like, hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna come up there looking saucy. Okay, Sabrina, awesome. Thank you for logging in. You're amazing. And please follow Sabrina Oxford. She is a author, book writer. She has several books out. She's an amazing. She also have a nonprofit organization that I'm her VIP in this organization as well, where we help um, children, foster children that are in foster homes and that want to go to college and school. And we're trying to get some money so that we can help them go to college and kind of pay their tuition and stuff. But they have to stay in college. They have to stay in school, in order for us to support them and put up this money for them to graduate, and whatever's left after the money that we support them with, they can use it for a down payment on a house, a car, or an apartment. You do have to have a certain um, grade for the tuition to kick in. But if you want to know more about it, Sabrina, reach out to Sabrina. If you want to support the cause, reach out to Sabrina. She'll give you more information on it. And I appreciate anyone that wants to help us help these foster kids move on to the next level. I'm going with Susan. I'm going to investigate with Susan on the 4th. Um, it's called the White House, something White House. Um, Facebook, what's up? That's me. It's called something the White House. Oh, the Winchendon story culture. Oh, the the Murdoch Whitney House. The Murdoch Whitney House in Winchendon, Mass. I think. My work hours. um. Oh yeah, my work hours. Yeah, 2 to 9, something like that. Okay, Lisa. Let's see. Lily finds that funny. Okay. Don't be laughing when I pull up to your crib. You heard, Lily? When I pull up to your crib, it ain't gonna be funny. Oh, you work in the hotel? Oh, that's great. We can get lost all through that hotel, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's in Wichenden, Mass. Not Connecticut. I'm saying I know it's not Connecticut, but it's 2 hours away. It's like going to Connecticut. That's what I meant by it. Thank you, Susan. Susan already getting mad at me. Don't shoot. Oh my God. Hey, IG. Me too. Me too, Lisa. You know I love making people laugh and smile. It's my thing. Yeah, looks like it. Lisa trying to pimp me out tonight. I don't know. I don't know. Lisa, you're gonna have to give me a cut of that pimping. 8 hours. Trust me, it's long enough. Once I take this shirt off, hey, they're gonna be like, "Who's that?" I'm gonna be like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey," and I post up like this, like the Hulk, and I show them these guns, Lisa. They're gonna be like, "Who's that?" See that? You see them pythons? You see them? Ooh, baby. You might make they're gonna be like, ooh. They're gonna be like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna be like Lisa. I'm gonna be like Lisa. Pick up the dough. Lisa, pick up the dough. Okay, because the stripping is on. Oh boy. Trust me, in 8 hours, we probably make more than what you and I make put together. Uh oh yeah, they're definitely looking for you, Anthony. They're definitely looking for you, those drones. You in Texas, boy. they're looking for they're looking for Anthony and the dolls. Okay? Anthony got something going on in those caves. We don't even know what happened to his partner. He just like fell from the face of the earth. Poor guy. I don't know if Anthony sacrificed him for the dolls. I don't know. Keep talking to give you more ideas. Oh, Lisa. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to book me, Lisa. You're gonna have to book me to come there, to your town. Tell them the Don Vic is coming to town. You book me. You said we come in there, we do a show. Then then you can, I'll give you some room to pimp me and make some extra money. I want to help you out. Okay. Just make sure you bring them over 60. They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, who that young boy? Lisa. Okay, bring the Cougars. Make sure you bring the Cougars. Tell the Cougars the lion will be in the building. What's up, Sean? You still here? Sean said he's still here. Oh. No audio. What do you mean no audio? Yo, 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Lisa, what do you mean no audio? You lost your audio? Yeah, they can hear me, Lisa. It's one of your dolls are playing games with your audio. See, Susan got the power. Susan got the Susan got the power. Lisa's dolls be playing tricks on her. Okay, we just said that they did that to me last time. I was doing a show. Lisa was on it. I think I was with that time. I was with Mark Wells, and we were having a show. And as soon as Lisa came on, my system started acting like my panel started flickering like that out of nowhere. She started coming in and out. She started fading away from the thing, and then my whole system shut down. Boom. My whole system shut down when Lisa came on. I said, I don't want her on the show. I was like, I do not want Lisa Marie on my show. She's just got bad energy. Oh my God, Lisa. I've been trying to tell you guys, like, I don't know. Oh my God, look who's here. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Andy Poland. What's up, Andy? She's something else. Angie's about, I don't know, she's about 3 feet, 2 inches, blonde hair, beautiful woman, actress, you know. last show that she played in was the Smurf, and then the one after that it was the Chipmunks. You know, very 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 small lady. And then out of nowhere she grew another 4 feet. So she's like 4'5", maybe pushing it 4'5". You know, um, good actress, and she recently got with Tom Arnold. She did a film or a clip with Tom Arnold, and she was amazing. I mean, she couldn't stop laughing, smiling. She's been smiling ever since. It's like a smile that it just don't go away. She's like, you be like, hi, and she be like, hello. But she's amazing. She's also has a show on a TV show on YouTube that she does with her family and friends. I What was it called? Pam, help me out here with the name of your show. I have it here. I just can't get it. I'm a wild and crazy guy. You make me like that, Andy. Yeah, Alicia, those were your dolls. You remember last time you came on my show, your spirit shut down my whole system. I said, I don't want Lisa on my show no more. She's been banned. Lisa's been banned out of my show for good. Her spirits do not like me, I'm telling you. Money will be digital to Bitcoin. Yeah. Lily, thank you. Okay. You just shot me down my hopes thinking Lisa was going to give me cash dividend. Now you talking about digital Bitcoin. Yeah, that's another thing that's going to happen with our money. It's already happening in certain locations, Australia, something like that. I just seen a post where they went to a store in a Shaw's. I think it was a Shaw's, and they went to pay self pay, and they had this machine where you pay with your hand. You just put your hand out like this. You don't need no money. You just put your hands out like this, and they cash you out. So what does that tell you? These things are already in place. They're moving slowly, where you're not able to see the movement unless you on point and you're smart enough to catch these things that are happening in certain areas and banks and stores, these big grocery stores that you go by. They're moving into putting digital currency in place where money's no longer going to be useful. You're going to either pay with your hands, or uh through Bitcoin or the currency that they're trying to build. It's going to get really tough, folks. So like China, if you got bad credit, you can't buy nothing, you can't do nothing. If you cross the street, you jaywalk, they fine you. They go straight into your account and they fine you, and they take the money straight out of your account without even asking you if it's okay for them to take it. Credit. If your credit ain't good, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do nothing. This is insane what these people are trying to do to us. This is why I said that it's going to be a civil fight here, us against them, and it's going to be very ugly, bloody, and ugly. Okay. So what's up, mama? What's the vibe? You only down the street. I'm saying, you holler at your boy. I mean, don't be scared. Don't be scared, mama. I like those 6-letter words. Yeah, Lily, holla at your boy. Start the bidding. Go ahead, ladies. Start the bidding. Start the bidding. Okay. Lisa, you better start at a high number. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I want my cut. Yeah. No, I love you, Lily. I do love you. Okay. You work 2 jobs as well. Then you might want to hire me. You might want to hire me too, Lily. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Yeah, you did. Thank you so much. I needed that. But I know you meant it though. I know you meant you. I know you meant on pimping me. It's okay, but thank you. Okay. Uh, so yeah, folks, this is what it's all about: laughing and enjoying with one another, and peacefully and respectfully. But I am single though. No bull crap. All jokes aside, right? Lily, I'll call you later. So you know that's that's what it's all about: having fun and helping one another, uplifting one another, helping one another. um and again, and I know sometimes it's hard to get into relationships, because nowadays, you know everybody feels like they they, they got it going on, they're the bosses, they don't need help. Everybody needs help one way or another, and so we got to come together and realize that we're living in a tough place, and that um, there's going to come a time where you're going to need someone, and I'm glad for this platform that we have, that we got lots of friends, and I'm not saying that everybody's going to help out, but I'm pretty sure some will. They got good hearts or got space that they can do and help other people, and that's always a great thing, because when you help people, God um, tenfolds tenfolds what you do for others. Um, but and I know sometimes life can be lonely for some people. You're a single parent, you got kids, and you're working hard, and sometimes you wish you had that extra hand, but you don't want to take that chance because you don't want to go through all the BS that comes with a relationship. But you got to understand, we are the ones that create all the mess, the bull crap. And if you're a person that like to fight or argue and always look at the other person to find something, then you have a problem. You're never going to be happy with a relationship, because you need to look at yourself first and fix your problems before you move on to the next person. So um I'm not perfect, I got my issues too. But I know what to do and not to do, because I know better. I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm a grown man. So um do the best you can. Do the best you can. um you know um Nowadays you can't go out there and spend your money like you used to. You got to save money for rainy days. um and remember, surround yourself around people that's going to love you, that truly love you and want to see you grow. You know what I mean? And if you can't find those people, then stick to yourself. I stick to myself. You guys always see me by myself or my son. I don't need nobody to make my life miserable. If I'm going to be miserable, I'll do it on my own. I don't need someone, a partner, to make my life miserable. I can do it on my own. If you're not here to help me, if you're not here to uplift me, if you're not here to help me build, if you're not going to contribute with what I got going on, if you don't have a goal that for yourself that I can help you, if we're not building together, then I don't need you in my life. Period. Bottom line, and you should do the same. You know, but at the same time, you need to know your place. You need to know your place as a woman and as a man. Respect your woman to be respected. Respect your man to be respected. Don't do something to your man that you don't want done to you. Vice versa. Respect yourself. Build as a team. All right. Become real good friends. Okay. Become real good friends and communicate, because communication is key to a relationship. A lot of people don't get it. Communication. Don't argue. Sit down. Talk over your problem. If you see something in your woman or in your man that you don't like, sit them down. Say, honey, you did this earlier, and it kind of moved me the wrong way. And kind of talk it. Did you do it on purpose, or you didn't realize that you did that? Well, it bothered me. You think that maybe next time you can approach it in a different way? Is there something that I can do to help you fix that issue? um and that's how you open up to your girlfriend or your man, to be able to open up that conversation or that dialogue to find a solution to the problem, not to argue, not to get mad, not to start throwing things around, not to go to bed, you're facing this way, she's facing that way, and you're there's no touching. Next day you wake up, same thing, same scenario. You don't, like, that's not part of a relationship. You don't do that. I would never want to go to bed facing this way. I want to face to face. And if we have to make up right there, then so be it. But the next morning, I gotta wake up, say, honey, how you doing? I love you, and here's a kiss. I'm going to work. I'll see you later. Call me later. Boom, boom, boom. And keep the fire going throughout the day. If you know you guys working, give them that call. Say, hey, honey, we're just thinking about you. Just want to let you know I love you, and I can't wait to see you come home. Boom. Simple. That will make your man's day, your girl's day, out of the blue. Little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep the fire going, especially if you're truly in love with your partner. You know, I got girls that hit me up all the time, but, for me, they friends. Because I say I'm a very hard guy to pick up on, because I just know I know the game too much. I know the game too well. But I give them opportunities to talk to me, because I want to see what their mentality is. You feel me? Because you never know who's the one for you. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's certain qualities in women that I look for. I'm not the best I'm not the best looking guy. I know that I'm not no model. But I don't think I'm bad looking either. I got my flaws. I can be professional just like I can be street. You know what I mean? Um, um, so, and like, I get calls and stuff like that from females that think I'm attractive or want to talk to me, but it's been to the game so long that you build this wall, right? Because you go through so much thing in life, you build the wall. You don't want no one to cross that wall until you think they're ready, right? And I like building relationships. I mean, friendships first before I even think about moving forward with anyone, right? and and like I said, and not that I'm better, I'm not better than no one. And like I said, I'm no model, and but there's certain things that I look in in a woman, in a woman for me. You know, of course she has to she don't have to be a model. She don't. because I'm not looking for no model. I'm just looking for someone that's respectful, that can communicate, that's loyal, that loves themselves, loves their family, is family orientated, that's ambitious, that likes to get their own money, that has goals, that can communicate. You know, that's what I look in a woman, for me. You know what I mean? Um, she doesn't have to be a model. If she has a pure heart, she's good. She got those type of qualities I just said, and she's decent looking. I'm all right with that. You know what I mean? I'm all right. I had my chances of models in my days, and all they gave me was headaches. You see my phone blowing up? They just don't stop. But give me one second. She asked me, "Oh, you on your show?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "What's the topic today?" I said, "Women." Watch it takes me right back. Women. So that's the thing. I'm a simple guy. I'm easy to please, right? And and peace. Like I want peace in my life, ladies. Peace. So if you're single and you're looking for a man, those are some of the qualities a man are looking for. A true man. Not no kid, not no hoodlum, not no ones out there acting like they thugs. A real man that's looking for a future, that's looking for a real woman. Those are a lot of the qualities that they look for in a woman. Um, and especially peace, man. Peace for a man. If you can give your man peace, without fighting and arguing, and just give him peace in his space, and he gives you your space, you'll be surprised how far you guys will go. Trust me. Trust me. You got to give you. I told you. You got to give space. And you got to communicate. You know what I mean? And be able to sit down and talk like if you guys were friends, or best friends, and that would take you a long way. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. She said, "Why does it have to be women?" I said, "Because that's the topic." What up? What up, baby boy? It's my son Stacks. I love this kid to death. For him, he was with my grandson today. I was with my son and my grandson. I love those. Listen, this, you know, you come to a point in life, man, when you get older, and then you start to realize what's really important in your life, right? Is it money, work, women? What's important in your life? To me, is my family, my son, my grandkids. That's my drive. That's my motivation. That's what I live for. And still to today, I still fight to try to make it to where I want to make it, to make their life easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you. Oh Jesus, boy! I should have never said the topic was woman today. We're friends. Like she's not. Me and her are friends, but uh, these are little things that. So get some rest when you can. And when she starts telling me that, I'll be like, okay, Sergeant. Okay, boss. Like giving the hints, like you trying to boss me, a grown man, trying to tell me when I need to go to bed. So, sometimes, women say things to guys that they shouldn't say. Like right now, go to sleep. How you gonna tell me to go to sleep? I'm a grown man. You going to sleep, that's fine. You go to sleep. Don't worry about me. I'm a grown man. I know what I need to do. But those are things, and that's why I say that you got to mature, right? Sometimes women need to mature. They say, and women do mature quicker than men, but sometimes I don't know where their heads be. They be saucy. right? And just like certain things that you women don't like men to say, we have the same thing. We got certain things that we don't like what you guys tell us. Sometimes when you talk to men like we kids, like we ain't kid, we grown men. You know, so you have to learn how to communicate with your partner, and know what to say and not to say. My phone is crazy. My phone blowing up, but so to me that's important. And again, I'm at the point now where to me is it doesn't matter. If I can find a partner, fine. If I can't, I'm good with it. I got my kids, I got my family. That's what I live for. But it's always good to have someone to talk to and reminisce to, and lay on their shoulders, and go out and do certain things when you're not with your family, and build and see what comes out of that. But if it's not going to be healthy, it's not going to, if it's not going to be healthy, then don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't put yourself in that position again. You already been there. So why put yourself again in that position? Why? Because she's pretty, she got a nice body. That don't matter anymore. Every girl nowadays have a nice body and are pretty. So there's so many other girls to choose. You know what I mean? And other men's to choose. That's overrated. Being pretty now is overrated. So, it's not about being pretty. You bring in a pretty face or a pretty body and think that you're gonna get the man you want. Because real men, we don't care about that anymore. Real men don't care about you looking fly, putting on them pum pum show, especially that. Because if you're trying to get a good man, why you out there showing your body to other men? A man, a real man, is more laid back and want their woman to be private because she's for him. You know what I mean? So this is why I said a lot of women ask for a lot of things, and don't even know that they're doing the wrong thing. You know, um, and I see it all the time on podcasts. Women be like, "Oh, I want this guy with this guy. This, like, I want a 6-figure guy. I want this." Okay, so what are you bringing to the table? Nothing. Some of them still living at home with their mother, but want a 6-figure guy, want a guy that got a nice car, got a house. Okay, so what are you bringing to the table besides being pretty, nice body? Like, he can get that anywhere in the world he wants. He's already all set. Why would he need you? You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know, vice versa. You know, so the thing is, get to know your person, become good friends, and see if they vibe with you. See if if when they're mad, you can keep, it's something that you can cope and deal with, or when you're mad, it's something that she can cope with or deal with. Because, when you first start a relationship, you don't see the bad side of a person until you really start getting into it. When you're a year in, 2 years in, 3 years, then you start seeing, and when you move in together, that's when you start seeing their bad side. They start seeing your bad side, and then you be like, man, I wasn't expecting this. So you got to give yourself time to get to know someone, before you take those steps. Don't jump into something just because he looks good, he got a good job, he makes money, and you just want to live comfortable, but you're not looking at is, are you going to be happy a year from then? Is he the real guy that you see, or is she the real girl that she's pretending to be? You know what I mean? So this takes time, folks, and I just want you guys to be vigilant, be careful on, what you guys are getting into. What's up, Carol? And how you pick your partners and your pairs. Um, we're living in a crazy world right now. It's not like back in the 60s or 70s, 80s. Good women, a lot of good women were really easy to find. Nowadays it's hard to find a good woman. Because as the years go on, and and technology moves on, and things start getting crazy. Women start getting crazy, men start getting crazy. So just just take your time. Move accordingly, and if you feel that being by yourself is best for you, then that's fine. That's fine. I mean, as long as you got God and people that love you, you don't need a relationship. You know, um, if you got needs, you can always go to a strip joint, or you can call one of them hotlines and get your needs done and send her home. And you ain't got to worry about the headaches. But if you're looking for a family, or not even a family, just someone that you want to spend your life with, then you really got to spend time with that person, because you don't really know a person till you spend time with them. You know what I mean? And so I would say, before you get into marriage or even engage, spend a year or two with her or with him and see his bad side, his moody sides, his good sides, her good sides, her moody sides, to see if it's something that you can deal with for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you're not ready to get in a relationship because you still feel that you got some inner stuff that you need to get out, like still going to the clubs and still dating other women or other men, then don't get in a relationship, because all you're going to do is cause problems for yourself and for your partner. Okay, so if you don't want to be broken, don't break somebody else. If you're not ready to commit, then don't get in relationships, because a lot of people get damaged, and when that happens, they start to build a force field around them and won't let no one in. You know what I'm saying? And they might lose a chance of finding a good woman because you damaged them so much, or a good man because you damaged him so much. So now he got a force field and he won't let that person in. So there's a lot of things that come into play with relationships and and stuff. So I say this: look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, what don't you like, and what you like, and what you don't like people to do to you, right? And then you do the same for the next person. Okay. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If they can't give you that, then they're not for you. Okay. Because if you're grown, there's no need for you to be arguing in no level in a relationship. Arguing are for kids. I can see kids arguing, even teenagers arguing in a relationship, because they still young, they haven't developed. But when you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, there's no need for anyone to be fighting in any level, because we're grown. We know how to sit down and talk to one another. There's no need for no disrespect, to disrespect your partner. You're grown, you know what's good, you know what's right. You got to sit down and talk and conversate to get a issue handled. So, you know, that's what I don't get with some grown people that I see. I said, why are you even arguing with your woman? Like, you should be able to sit down and talk this over. You guys are grown. It's like, that blows my mind to see grown-ups do that, because it tells me you ain't even grown yet. You're 60 and you're acting like you're 13. You know what I mean? I get it that sometimes people, grown-ups, we bump heads and we might not see things the same, but it's still we grown. We know how to deal with situations, is what I'm saying. We know how to deal with situations, right? We don't need to take it out of pocket. Sit down. Let's talk. You don't want to talk right now? Fine. Go take a ride, chill, wait for her to call you. Hey, where you at? I'm over here. You good? You feeling good? Yeah, you want to talk? Maybe not today. Okay, when you're ready. But make that peace, and then come home. Or if you want to go out, you stay, give her space, let her cool down. She's gonna come to you and explain if it's something that's bothering her. She's gonna let you know, but don't push the issue where you're gonna end up arguing with her or pushing her away. See, that's what makes you wise and smart and part of growing. You got to know how to do these things. Um, so that's what I'm saying, and that's how I roll. So, and that's why I'm still single because I don't think I found the right woman yet. And and I get them. They text me. I got friends that text me and and but I keep them as friends because I like them as friends, not for relationships because they still need to mature in certain areas. They're good women. I'm not saying they're not. They're good women. They're beautiful. Um, some a little younger than I am, but that's fine. But that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is special. It's the way of thinking. It's the way of a woman thinking and what she has here. That's that's very hard and difficult to find nowadays in a woman. And I'm speaking for me. You know, so until that don't come my way, until I don't see it in a woman, then I just be single. I'm okay. I don't. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I want to wish all of you happy Christmas. If I don't see you, happy New Year's. And remember to, if you got a goal for 2025, make sure you execute it. Make sure you move forward with it. Um, and again, I'm just a phone call away for anyone who needs to talk to me. If you want to book me for a show, you want to book me to host a show that you're doing, reach out to me and we can talk some business and I can come out and host your show or whatever it is that you got going on. And I will come out and do that. Again, I want to thank you guys for supporting the show, supporting all the guests. Big shout out to Desert Fiends is coming out on January. Make sure you guys stay in tune for when the movie comes out. The red carpet was yesterday, so I want to congratulate everybody that came out to Desert Fiends yesterday. Big shout out to Nicole, John T. Phillip, Kevin, Greg, and everyone else that was part of that. Big shout out to you guys that are watching right now. Love you guys. Stay focused, stay clean, stay out the way. You already know the vibes. What else can I say? And I'll see you in a couple weeks. Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna let you go with peace, love, respect. Y'all know the vibes. I'm out of here. Peace.